Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. I'm laughing because I just realized this would be a really weird first video to watch. So I did recently hit 2,000 subscribers, so I wanted to do a video saying thank you and talk a little bit about the channel also. So it's definitely a thank you video and a little bit about the channel video. And they'll be mostly positive, but not all positive, just to hook you in at the beginning. But yeah, so I hit 2,000 subscribers. I like to wait until I get a few more, because sometimes you gain a subscriber, the next day you lose one or whatever. So I want to make sure I was solidly in the right side of 2,000 before I made this video. And then several months back, I hit the 5-year mark, which was incredible. Just like, wow, I've been doing this for a while and I've enjoyed it so much, and I continue to enjoy it. But yeah, so I would say two pretty big milestones within the last, maybe 4 months, 3 or 4 months. But yeah, so to anyone who's ever watched, whether you've subscribed or not, sometimes people don't even have like a YouTube account to subscribe. They just watch videos. So like for anyone who's subscribed, obviously that's the first thing I'm, excited about and celebrating. But anyone who's just watched, people who like the videos, comment on the videos, share them, which is always awesome. Broader, get it in front of more eyes potentially to check out what I'm trying to do. So again, just thank you to everyone who's interacted and watched. It's been fun. It's just been a fun journey. Early on, and I'll get into a little bit of some negative stuff and then back to positive. Early on, especially like those first 3 years, I just had incredible growth. For this niche thing, this is subgenre of subgenre nicheness, and met people, some who I still talk to, which is awesome in real life or online. Like the Nerd Sense guys I mentioned this many times. I virtually met them early on, and we are really good friends. We talk basically every single day. I just saw them a few weeks back and went up to visit. We did some beer reviews on Friday, went to a beer festival on Saturday, so I went a whole weekend out of it. Certainly one of the, so that was the first 3 years, right? The last year and a half, 2 years, I've definitely seen my channel slow. The subscriber rate slow, although the last couple weeks it's back up, but it has slowed. My views are down, like things like that. So like there are things that, and it's interesting. I'm trying to kind of like compartmentalize it better, and I think I'm doing a better job of it. I love doing this. I love trying all these beers. I love trying to figure out what I'm tasting, if I like them. Like I love that part. I love interacting with people who watch, right? Like I love the comments. I love responding. Get conversations going, like I say in every video. I love that part. So it's still something I enjoy doing. But then there is this part of it where I'm faced with, I guess I don't have to look at analytics, but like I do. So then there's times where I'm just like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? You kind of get in your own head, like, why is growth slowing? Why is viewership down? I don't think I've really changed anything. And not that we really want to get into it. There's definitely things within my control that I just don't want to change. I like the volume. I'm basically a quantity over quality person. I don't, edit the videos except to chop off the beginning and the end. When I turn the camera on, come over here, I chop that part off. And then at the end, when I get up to go turn it off, I chop that part off. But like, I've had people offer to make music or intro, outros. It's just time I don't want to spend myself. I'm not the best at social media and like engage, trying to get new people that way. So definitely, and I could get better at it, but I'm choosing not to because I don't want to put the time into that. And in so many parts of my life, I do put in that time and effort, but this is supposed to be fun, and I don't want to do more of that because that's not fun to me. But that's also one of the reasons that I don't have the same growth as before. There's more people doing it, which is awesome. I'm meeting more cool people, which is great. But of course, there's only so many hours people have to watch these kinds of videos, things like that. Anyway, so I have had moments where I'm like bummed, and like I'll talk, like, reach out to people who do this, like, is anyone else like having slow growth or like lose a bunch of subs or whatever? And then it's like, no, like, that's not the part to focus on, man. Like, the part to focus is on, you still like doing this after 5+ years, and there are people who still like to watch and interact. And I've actually very consistently gotten a lot of interaction, which again is just such a fun. I'm a social being, you know, and I've talked about this before on the channel. I moved to a new area. I didn't really know anyone. COVID hit, hard to meet people during that. Starting to meet more people, which is nice. But like doing this channel, and like, I know it sounds whatever, but like even just like through the comment section, interacting with people has been such a blessing. So like, you know, the column of this stuff is what I'm trying to focus more on and not care so much about, oh, whatever happened this month with the analytics. And I want to end on a really positive thing. It's going to sound, it's one of the most negative things ever to start with, but for me, in this lens, has been very positive. After, and this is going to, I'll preface it with, a lot of people know I'm a teacher, because I've mentioned on the channel. So you might see where I'm going with this. After that shooting in Texas, decent number of people actually reached out to me like, hey, you know, I know you're a teacher, you know, I'm thinking of you. You know, some people offered like policy thoughts, like, you know, like everything from just well wishes to like, I wish this would happen to try to protect people like you. You know, so and so in my family is a teacher, like, you know, I'm totally, you know, right there with you. I understand. You know, maybe some thoughts you're having. So like, talk about transcending. Like, I just sit here and tell you what I think of beer, right? Like that's pretty straightforward, cut and dry. Not touchy-feely, not, you know, real-world stuff. It's just beer. Here's what I think of it. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section, kind of a thing. But the fact that it for some people, a decent number of people, I should say, you know, has transcended into having conversations, whether they're that deep or not. It is, you know, if I put a pebble, you know, on the scale, all the positives, everything that's bummed me out about doing the channel, the positives is tenfold, you know, or probably more, really. But it's something I've been thinking about a lot. And I was like, should I vocalize it? Does it make me sound whatever if I vocalize it? You know, some of the negative stuffs, you know, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know, the holistic approach of information. I like having all the information, you know, and you know what, just err on the side of just, yeah, tell people what's on your mind and in your heart about all this, you know, and again, it is, in my mind, mostly positive. And it's me trying to focus on the positives, because that is all. Not only is the positive column bigger, but it's got the stuff that's more important, you know. And it's really, you know, being aware of that. So again, to come full circle, 2,000 subs. That's incredibly amazing. People, you know, watching the channel 5+ years, incredibly amazing. And so again, more about you than me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's just been awesome and such a positive thing in my life, which is, you know, I want to maximize the positive things in my life, and this is one of them. So thank you, everyone. If this is your first time watching, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or I guess if you've ever watched if you've watched every one of my videos, please still like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.